I think we need to figure out what's going on with Dave Malinsky. Can we get Dave Malinsky up? Give it up for Dave Malinsky. Dave wants, he doesn't want to be heckled, but I think there's...
I do very much so.
He wants to be heckled. He wants a conversation.
Yeah, there we go.
And to be, give it up for Dave Malinsky, everybody.
It's been a while. It's nice to be back at a DHS bar.
Woo!
I need to hit that too hard, I don't think. I've been thinking a lot, too much, as usual. PBS, CBP, Corporation Public Broadcasting, we have been liberated from the tyranny of Big Bird, Mr. Rogers. They got their revenge on him, He dared to say to a good person who wanted to crush the human soul, which is the right thing to do, hey, think about the kids. And, finally, the adults, they smashed their boots into those faces. They felt the teeth smash, they felt the nose crack, and the blood on the soul. Man, that's just great. But I haven't been here partially because I was actually in Wales, the UK. It's related to PBS. Everyone's got their own PBS show. Sesame Street, Arthur. I was a Shining Time Station kid. There we go. I noticed. Oh, awesome. I noticed, the Thomas the Tank Engine segments. Those trains were so colorful. And then, like the main American segments of those trains, they were massive monsters. I've talked about this before. But the reason the British trains are so colorful is because they're real. And I went to see the real guys in Wales. The real trains. Oh, I remember that character from that episode. And man, I felt like an A-lister there, because I was actually an A-lister. So everyone has their own internet story. Here's mine. This was my fan community. You got your Dragon Ball Z people, anime, Sailor Moon, pretty much every video game of the 80s and 90s. And by the way, when people bring that stuff up here, it's like, there's unity. There is two completely separate communities. You got poetry, which was as old as time itself. Its golden age was like 200 years ago, with all the romantics commenting on the flotsam and jetsam of the results of the French Revolution, Ozymandias as Napoleon and all that. But then, you got the beats commenting on, the 50s. You got, the 60s and 70s. You throw the electric guitars in there. With the poetry, and of course the drugs, obviously. But how art responds to the time in which it is made. And I love you all, but I gotta be honest. Poetry isn't the avant-garde anymore, guys. I'm so sorry. It's hard to hear because you think you're pouring your heart out. But think about it. These guys, they had to buy this room. They had to rent the room. You put a camera on someone, they could just do that. That's where the avant-garde is. It sucks, but it's also perhaps exciting. But talking about Wales, again, these old train lines with the engines and the carriages from 150 years ago. 200 years ago. Britain is celebrating 200 years of the train. We're 250 years old as a sovereign state. What are the arts that respond to those times? And what are the arts that respond to ours? And maybe public broadcasting might be of the 60s, the 70s, up to the 2020s. But then we've got, games, video games from 40 years ago. Diplomacy from the 60s, showing Europe before it broke. And now it reformed. Wales, they're just doing their own thing. They're doing the trains in their castles. Brexit was a thing over there. It kind of broke everything. There used to be a direct flight from New York to Birmingham. You take the train right into the center of Wales. That's gone. Things are leaving. That's what's so scary. That PBS is gone. That this institution that's been around for generations, and replaced that money and a lot more sent in favor of an institution that's like a third that length. Doesn't that make you kind of cognizant of time? That KGB bar, hey, that's an institution. It's great. That's why we, artists, poets, comedians, musicians, it's DHS bar now. Let's make it happen like Fetch. Let's make references to movies and games and media and memes, but of course make them our own. This is why I defend internet culture as hard and strong as I do. I know we have to defend poetry. This is our space. But also, let's do some diplomacy. Let's reach out to gamers and online meme people, because people make memes about Sumerian copper merchants and early 19th century forgotten German philosophers. They don't just recall these old things, they joke about them. And that's where the avant-garde is. Exactly. Your friend group. We're not stuck in our limitations. We can go beyond them. So when we're quoting Yeats or Shelley or Hendrix, let's look back, let's look forward. And that's how we can save the world. Thank you.
Look, that's how we can save the world, everybody. Give it up for Dave Malinsky. Come on, come on. That is how it's done, everybody. Give it up, give it up. Thank you for talking about PBS and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. We are sponsored by viewers like you as well, okay? So we rely, and thank you, Dave Malinsky, weaving together gamer culture. He has a YouTube page, he has a TikTok. Come on, everybody. Follow, follow, follow. Are you making TikToks? Are you live streaming? Are you half content, half human being? I mean, why are we here? Why are we at open mic? We're trying to blow up. And I think Dave Malinsky he just told us how to save the world. Let's get Dave Malinsky in a political office. Give it up for Dave Malinsky. All right, we're getting